did you guys like my new intro? My friend made it for me. Watch till the end of the video too. So hyped about that. Anyway, this is my June month recap. This month went by crazy fast, but I feel like maybe it wasn't too chaotic. I'll try and keep this interesting anyways. Should I start with the bad stuff? I always start with the bad stuff because I like to end on a good note. How about I'll talk about work first and then personal stuff after. Sounds good? Alright. So, OnlyFans has been pretty fun this month. Hopefully my subscribers think the same. I'm sure my mood shows in my work and they've noticed one way or another. I did some exciting content this month and I've been trying to post more videos. I was feeling a lot more confident and enjoying taking pictures and editing everything. I did a whole bunch of content in a new pair of leggings that I got as a gift. And if you aren't subbed to me on OF, you might have seen them on Instagram or The Hub. I also want to thank other people who have bought me stuff this month. It always makes me so happy to get to open packages. Obviously, I did more than just that, though. I post almost every day of the week. You can follow my VIP OF or my free OF. I always include a link in the description, so you can find all my platforms. And I don't know how many of you know this, but I am Canadian, so I'm doing a sale for Canada Day. Today and tomorrow will be 25% off. I'm not proud to be Canadian, especially right now, so please listen to my short statement a little later on in this video about Canada's treatment of our Indigenous people. At the start of this month, I decided to do a Hitachi magic wand promo. It wasn't OF exclusive, but that was like the main platform for it. Pretty much the deal was if you tip me $30 to help me buy it, you would get the first video of me using it. So it's a win-win. I had some interest and I'm going to be purchasing the wand and sending out the video within the next week. I've been wanting one for so long, so I'm really excited for it. And now that that promotion is over for the month, please keep your eye out for more in the future. If you're interested, it's always a great time. On the Hub this month, I posted some different videos. The leggings I was telling y'all about before, one of my new thrusting toys that I am obsessed with, a bra try/oil/dirty talk video, a cute sundress video, and lastly, I had to give some attention to my butt too. Hopefully those were all well enjoyed. I tried to get a bit more creative and cater to different interests with each video, and I had a good time with all of them. Hopefully more fun themes next month too. I don't know when or if P-Hub is going to get their pay services back, unfortunately. I have a couple pay-to-view videos on there and many more I've been waiting to upload. So I'm kind of tired of waiting, so they will be uploaded to my free OF as locked posts. So if you're only interested in one specific one, you can buy it, easy. Or the second option that you'll have is that I'll be posting all of them to my VIP OF free to view. So that would mean getting all of the videos plus the rest of my content on there for only $7.99 a month. That is an amazing deal. And honestly, to be fully transparent, I wasn't even sure about doing that. It's a lot less profit for me, but I think it's a great incentive and y'all deserve something a little bit extra. Now I'm gonna segue to some more personal stuff from this month. First, my real life job changed from curbside service back to in-store shopping, so it was a little bit difficult to adjust back to. I'm so glad to see my coworkers again though, and as much as I complain about customers, sometimes it's nice to get to be a little bit social. I am really struggling with the schedule though, and it has been causing me a lot of stress and frustration. I love the job, but also everything about it is so annoying. I could rant about it forever, but I'm not gonna waste your time having to listen to that. I might do a video series of stories from me working in adult retail though. I think it could be a little bit fun. Let me know what you think of that idea, I don't know. I got to see a few friends and old connections this month, which I rarely ever do. It always helps improve my mental state. Somehow I always forget that and end up neglecting my friendships a bit, unfortunately. It's a very vicious cycle. Great to get to connect with them again though. 2 of them are actually moving away, so it was sort of like a goodbye hangout. Bittersweet, and wishing them all the best. I mentioned my mental state. I feel like I always need to update you guys on that. This is gonna sound sort of dumb. To clarify, I was already in a bit of a rough patch. But then I decided to watch Bo Burnham Inside on Netflix, and it literally made me like spiral. I don't know if any of you watched it or what your feelings were. I loved it. I liked that it was a lot more artistic, deep, and moving than just like a regular comedy. And I'm actually not even completely sure why it made me so upset, because I dissociated for like 4 days straight afterwards, so I don't really remember. But it like messed me up. I don't know. I'm better now, sort of. It was just really intense. And there's been other ups and downs this month, but a big one is my boyfriend's car is totally screwed up, and it's gonna take a lot of money to repair it. So he's super stressed, that means I'm super stressed, and we just want it all to be dealt with. And he's like really good with cars, and even he doesn't know what's going on, which is kind of scary. It's pretty concerning, and so we had to take it back to the dealer. It was barely even drivable. It's been doing like this weird like jittery thing, and then suddenly he started having issues with the lights, and they were killing the battery, and it was just like, it just seems like it's falling apart. And he hasn't even had the car for more than like 3 months, and the thing was safetied before he bought it, so the whole thing is just so crappy. Like the whole situation is just so shitty. Fingers crossed it'll be over soon though, and he can start driving me around again. My boyfriend also got an offer to switch jobs. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about his personal stuff, but it's an amazing opportunity and I totally support him. The bad thing about this though is that means we are going to have to push back moving for another 2 years. And if you know me or anything about me, I have been looking forwards to moving for so long now, and it keeps getting pushed back, and it's so frustrating. We live in my parents' basement, and I'm thankful for that, but I'm sure you can imagine it isn't the best location for my job. I want my freedom. I want my own house. I honestly had a mental breakdown about that, because I'm so ready to move forwards with my life, and I feel like all of these outside forces are just holding me back, and there's nothing I can do. And I felt guilty being so upset, because I want my boyfriend to take the opportunity and to thrive, you know? So I was able to talk myself off my little mental cliff a little bit about the whole situation, but it was really disheartening. And it's horrible how difficult it is for young people to find housing. And just to elaborate a bit on that, we have talked to the banks and mortgage brokers and whatever. We have enough money for a down payment on a great starter home, and we have a willing co-signer, but instead the market is totally messed up. And because we don't have 2+ years of experience in our careers, the banks just refuse to cooperate with us whatsoever. So I'm sure you can imagine my frustrations, and I'm sorry I'm stuck on my little squeaky futon, but I promise I'm doing what I can. So stick with me. Now, something that's been quite upsetting and is very, very disturbing is the discovery of hundreds and hundreds of dead children buried in Canada's residential schools. This is why I mentioned earlier that I am not proud to be Canadian. I feel like I need to talk about this because Canada continues to neglect our Native people, and it is absolutely sick that the last of these murder schools closed less than 30 years ago. I'm only 20 to put that into perspective. My heart hurts for the Native community, and I hope that at the very least, talking about this and bringing more attention to it will force our government and the Catholic Church to own up to these despicable acts and work to improve Indigenous lives in the future. Those children did not deserve that. No one does. And the Indigenous people today do not deserve the way they are still treated. I'm sorry to talk about such a grim topic. It's just been really heavy on my heart, and I know it isn't what y'all are used to me talking about. I just think it's a really important subject right now. The irony of National Indigenous Peoples Day being June 21st, after the discoveries of these ginormous mass graves, and then Canada Day following immediately after it on July 1st. It's just too much. We should not be proud to be Canadian in these times. I do still want to end on a high note with this video though, so I'm going to talk about some of the good stuff I had going on this month. I got a bunch of new clothes. You may have seen that in my haul/try on video here. My boyfriend's mom bought a trailer up by a beach, so there's a lot of mini vacations planned in my future and hopefully some fun bikini content coming up. And I guess I should talk about Father's Day still. We celebrated with my boyfriend's family the week before, had a barbecue, was super chill, and then on actual Father's Day weekend we spent it with my family and had a barbecue. I got to see my grandparents that I haven't hung out with in over a year, and I'm always just grateful for family time and good food. You may have seen me post pics in my cute green bikini. Yes, that is literally the most modest one I have, and yes, I wore it around my family. I was a bit self-conscious, but I looked cute anyway. So, I don't know, maybe this month was a bit chaotic. I know I said it wasn't at the beginning of this video, but now that I've talked about everything, kind of seems like it was a little bit. Let's see how next month goes. Follow me on all my platforms to keep up with all of my content craziness. The link is in the description, like always, and I'll see you next month.